And and one thing I run into a lot with athletes like that, when there may be kind of the distraction of the group sometimes,
Absolutely.
is I'll pull that athlete aside and say, do you, in your heart, believe that you belong? Do you believe you can play on Sundays? Do you believe you can be a 53 or a practice squad player, a Pro Bowl or whatever? Do you believe that? Because if you don't, you should leave now.
Yeah.
And I have that talk with them real, because I think there's a huge amount of insecurities, because to your point, what you said earlier, these athletes have been told maybe 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, how wrong they're doing everything. And at some point in time, it chips away at your armor.
Absolutely.
And so we have to make sure, like, hey, you do have this God-given ability. Now make sure this upstairs is matching what you've got.
And I find oftentimes with that exact same point, you have the athletes, and I know you've seen it, where they give you the F-bomb. They're like, F these drills.
They're stupid.
They're stupid. I just want to play on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I remember for my first couple years, I didn't know how to deal with that comment. I'm like, maybe they're right. And then it finally dawned on me about 3 years into running this, and I used the following with them, and I think it can be contextualized to other scenarios in sport. And I say, at the end of the day, here's what you have to understand. You are not going to play another snap of football until you get through this NFL Combine Pro Day process.
Boom.
Not one guy is getting to the NFL without walking, toeing the line in that regard.
Yep.
And therefore, you have 32 teams who've invited you, 330 total individuals, give or take, at the Combine have invited you, and they have some test questions. They have some interview questions for you. Who are you then to disrespect that opportunity and that request and not put everything you can into answering those test questions, those interview questions, to the best of your ability? And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself this question. Do you want your college career to end with a question mark, a period, or an exclamation mark? Because that's what those coaches are going to think about when they go on draft day wanting to offer you a $30 million paycheck. And I will say that's going to catch about 99% of guys. And the individual that was saying F the 40 now all of a sudden just became in love with it because he recontextualized it as this represents my work to date and my future opportunity. It's a bridge.
That's a powerful way to put it, because I've seen that too. Guys kick a cone, this is stupid, this is dumb. Yeah, it may be. When will you ever do that? I don't know. But this is how you're being evaluated against the rest of the crew.
And I think it speaks to strength coaches or a coach's ability to simply look at the scenario of process and development, dealing with athletes that they know are going to be tired, that they know are going to be working their butts off, are going to have a bad day, and how can you help them reframe? How can you help them contextualize what they're doing, which in the heart of it might not seem like it has anything to do with the goals, the outcomes of the sport, but make them believe truly, because we wouldn't ask them to do it otherwise, that this is going to help them be better. That is the mark of an experienced coach. Absolutely. And that's something that interns and the like should be listening and looking for, not just the X's and O's and the reps and sets, but how your coach communicates.
Huge.